My charming and fair-minded Libra friend, hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Libra, there is a hush beneath your usual brightness this week, a subtle vibration that tugs at your chest. You may sense a tension between wanting to keep the peace and the unyielding call of something deeply personal. It's the feeling of standing in a gentle spotlight, aware that others are watching, but knowing that the real story is playing out behind your eyes. Perhaps you've caught yourself lost in thought at odd moments, reviewing choices or replaying old conversations. The mood is not heavy, but it carries an undercurrent of anticipation, like the moment before you speak your true feelings aloud. It's as if a quiet honesty is waiting for you to acknowledge it. This tension is not about conflict with others so much as the silent negotiation happening inside you, a weighing of your own heart's truth against the easy comfort of harmony. There is nothing urgent about it, but it is persistent, and it colors the light of each day with a sense of unspoken possibility. The energy of judgment settles around you, not as an external verdict, but as a deep internal stirring. You may notice a growing restlessness with the status quo, a sense that you can no longer ignore certain questions about who you are becoming. This week, your inner state is marked by a soft but persistent urge to take stock, to listen to the echoes of your own voice, perhaps asking quietly, "Is this really me?" In moments of pause, you feel the weight of past decisions, not with regret but with a kind of gentle curiosity. The self you have been and the self you are becoming seem to stand together in silent conversation. There is a reckoning here, but not a harsh one. It's more like a tender accounting of what matters most now. You might notice yourself scanning your life for moments that feel unfinished or unspoken. Your emotional posture is open but tentative, like someone standing on the threshold of a room, deciding whether to enter. At times you may sense a longing for renewal, a wish to let go of old patterns or judgments both from others and from yourself. Yet there is hesitation, as if part of you is waiting for a sign that it's safe to step forward fully. This process isn't loud or dramatic, it's quiet, profound, and deeply personal. Maybe you feel a gentle pressure in your chest or a wave of warmth when you consider what could be different. Underneath, there is a readiness to forgive and to accept, even if you're not sure what that looks like yet. It's less about dramatic change and more about finally allowing yourself to acknowledge the truths you've quietly carried. In this space, you are both witness and participant, holding the possibility of a new chapter without rushing to write it. The tension is real, but it's softened by a growing sense of compassion for yourself. You are not searching for absolution from others. You are listening for your own voice, clear and honest for perhaps the first time in a while. From this inner dialogue, the path ahead begins to shape itself. The yearning for clarity and authenticity creates a subtle momentum, drawing you forward even as you move with care. You may find that your private reflections start to seep into your actions, a gentle willingness to show up more fully, to let a little more of your true self be seen. The tension you feel becomes the very source of movement, guiding you into situations that nudge you out of your comfort zone. This is not a sudden leap. It's the quiet unfolding that happens when you finally stop holding your breath. As the inner reckoning deepens, the outer world responds, offering opportunities to express what you've been holding back. The shift is not forced. It's as if life is gently inviting you to step into a version of yourself that's been waiting just behind the curtain, ready to be revealed. The pressures you feel are not obstacles but invitations, asking whether you're willing to meet this moment honestly and with a steady heart. As the week unfolds, the Queen of Wands energy begins to color your experience. There is a sense of movement, but it carries a certain heat, a friction that comes from daring to inhabit your own desires more openly. You may notice situations arising that challenge you to speak up or assert your needs, perhaps in ways that feel unfamiliar. The world seems to ask more of you, not in demands, but in invitations to bring your whole self forward. The pace is not frenetic, but there is unmistakable momentum. You might feel pulled between the urge to please others and the deeper call to honor your own impulses. People around you may sense this shift, responding with curiosity or even a little surprise as you claim more space for your voice. The pressure is not always comfortable. It can feel as if you're learning to walk in new shoes, aware of every step. Old patterns of holding back or smoothing things over may surface, tempting you to retreat. Yet, the energy of the week keeps nudging you onward, asking whether you can trust your instincts. There is friction, yes, but it is the kind that sparks growth rather than conflict. The more you allow yourself to act from your own center, the more alive you feel. You might notice that creativity flows more freely when you let go of self-censorship. There is a fire here, a willingness to take up space, to let your ideas and feelings be seen without apology. Even if you hesitate, the momentum continues to build. Each small act of self-expression feeds the next, creating a current that carries you forward. This is not about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It's about the steady, courageous choice to show up as you are, moment by moment. The friction you feel is not a sign of failure, but of transformation in progress. It's the warmth of possibility, the spark of authenticity making itself known. The invitation now is to recognize that the path ahead is shaped by how consciously you engage with these pressures. The growth possible here is not automatic. It depends on your willingness to remain present with both the discomfort and the excitement that come from living more honestly. When you meet each moment with awareness, you create space for something new to take root. The unfolding is not about erasing doubt or fear, but about moving forward with them, choosing, again and again, to let your true self have a seat at the table. The more you lean into this process, the more the world responds in kind, offering support and recognition that matches your own self-acceptance. The potential here is quiet but profound, waiting for you to say yes, even if your voice trembles. When you meet the week with this kind of steady presence, the energy of the Knight of Pentacles becomes available, offering a grounded, patient approach to growth. This is not the kind of transformation that happens overnight. Instead, it's the slow, deliberate building that comes from showing up consistently, even in small ways. You may find yourself drawn to routines that anchor you, or to practical steps that help you embody the changes you've been contemplating. There is a quiet satisfaction in tending to the details of your own becoming. The invitation is to recognize that progress is found not in sudden leaps, but in the gentle persistence of honoring your truth each day. You may feel a growing sense of reliability within yourself, a confidence that is earned through action, not just intention. The path is not always easy, and doubts may linger, but each time you choose to act in alignment with your inner voice, you strengthen your foundation. The week offers a chance to see yourself as someone who follows through, who brings care and attention to what matters most. The growth available is steady, rooted in self-respect and a willingness to keep going, even when the way is unclear. There is dignity in the process, and a quiet pride in knowing that you are building something lasting, moment by moment. As you move through this week, all three energies weave together into a single living story. The gentle reckoning of judgment creates a space for honest self-reflection, allowing you to see yourself with new eyes. From this place, the warmth and momentum of the Queen of Wands invite you to step forward, to bring more of your true self into the world, even if it feels risky. The steady presence of the Knight of Pentacles anchors you, reminding you that real change is built on patience and persistence, not flashes of inspiration alone. These currents do not compete, they support one another. The inner questioning makes your actions more meaningful, while each act of self-expression grounds your courage in reality. The steady progress you make, no matter how small, becomes proof of your own capacity to grow and adapt. There is no need for grand declarations or dramatic endings. Instead, what emerges is a quiet assurance, a sense that you are exactly where you need to be, doing the work that matters most. The emotional tension you felt at the start softens, replaced by a gentle confidence that comes from living in alignment with your own heart. You are not rushing ahead, nor are you lingering in the past. You are present, awake to the small moments of choice that shape your days. In this space, peace and possibility walk hand in hand, and you can trust that each step forward is enough. Actionable insights for Libra this week. Let yourself slow down when you feel uncertain. Sometimes clarity comes quietly. Try sharing one honest feeling with a trusted person just to see how it feels. Notice which everyday routines help you feel more steady and supported. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I honor the quiet truths within me. Each step I take reveals my strength. My voice and presence are welcome here. I trust myself to move forward one day at a time. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.